Alright, y'all, we're back with another video. I just finished Fire Force Season 1, and I'm here to talk about it. So, I think for the, first half of Season 1, it's kinda up and down in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? It's got some interesting moments type shit, but, sometimes I did find myself bored. I think a lot of the problems I had with the first half of Season 1 was the fights. I know this might seem a little controversial, but, Shinra versus Fire, the number 5 captain, he one tapped her, bro. He one tapped her, and that shit was whack. You know what I'm saying? I was honestly upset in the moment, and honestly, with her, I like the fact that she did take things on her own, and was didn't completely rely on God. Cause I think that's, even if she stayed believing in God, I would have liked that. You know what I'm saying? Cause I think you could believe in God and still realize you gotta take things on your own, and I would have. So yeah, I kind of like that she did just go and take things on her own type shit. But I don't like that she was one tapped, and it happens again later. But yeah, um, the bug shit was interesting for the first half of the season 1. Like, that plot point was interesting. I'll say it was. Joker, whenever he's on screen with Shinra, he obviously has his own plans and stuff. Again, that was really, those three things were really the best, or those two things were probably the high points for the first half of season 1. Again, I feel like I was definitely bored at times. I didn't enjoy the fights too much for the first half, but yeah, the first half was just really slow. I'm repeating the same shit. I'm trying to think of examples though. That's why, but yeah, the first half was very, very slow. You know what I'm saying? I think it had some good moments, and it has some I don't feel like watching these moments. I feel like for the first half though, after the invasion though, on the number 5 base, once we got to that little fight, that's when it was kind of you know what I'm saying? That's when season 1 took a little bit of a dip, and until the halfway point, till the 12-14 episode range. But let's talk about the peaks. You know what I'm saying? The 12 to 14 point episode range is what pretty much when we meet the number 7 captain. I'm terrible with names, y'all. If you look more into my channel, you'll see I'm terrible with names. But number 7 captain has been my favorite character so far. I love the introduction little arc we got with him. I feel like this was the first time I actually enjoyed a fight myself. Cause what's it called? I feel like Shinra having to chase down the arrows this little arc is fucking. I like seeing that Shinra was a little smart, and I think it was one of the more. It was very entertaining to see him see how smart he is. I guess is what I'm trying to say. So and then him going to fight the other two. I think this fight, them fighting the Archer lady and the Mirage. No, not Mirage, dude. The dude who turned himself into a demon. I think it was good. I think it was a good fight. I think a lot of fights in the first half, or for the season 1 in general, actually has a lot of pauses, a lot of fucking pauses, and a lot of stoppage. I think that's one of the reasons why I didn't really like Shinra versus the Star Dude, because there was a lot of pauses in that fight. But the pauses in this fight made sense because of their lack of teamwork, and I do like the fact that we had to see that they had to try to fight together. And I honestly hope we get more teamwork type esque fights at times. It doesn't need to be all, obviously it shouldn't be all the time, but I do hope we get more teamwork esque fights like this one. Except, maybe a little bit better, you know what I'm saying? Maybe less damage or more planning or something like that. And then for this arc, we had we had pretty much all the confusion and stuff in the town. I also, with the number 7 captain, I'm gonna be jumping around a lot. His introduction was fire on how they got rid of Infernos. That shit was fire. That shit was fire indeed. You know what I'm saying? But his fight was probably the best one, honestly. He probably had the best fight in season 1 in my personal opinion, where he takes the one demon up and fights him in the air on the broomstick. I think he had the best fight. Shinra having to go block him with the arrow and stuff, go help protect him. Number 7's backstory was good. It was a good backstory. Again, this is my favorite character, so obviously I wanted to learn more about him. He has both second and third generation. I actually not too fond of I'm not. I don't know what the difference between generations is. My friend just explained it to me, but I'm a dumbass, so I kind of forgot what he explained. I think he said second could control flames, but they can't create them. And I forgot what the third generation is. But my boy number 7 could do both. My boy number 7 could do both. And he's probably one of the stronger captains. He did fight the number 8 because all the confusion, and that one dude was creating faces. He pretty much changing faces and making everyone like turn against each other until number 7, gives his little speech and all. And then, we get to action. And again, that was my personal favorite fight. Maybe I'm biased because he's my favorite character as of right now. And then I think this arc, like this little piece of, I'm assuming they're different arcs, but pretty much to go get the engineer type shit. This arc, I think this one was the best in the entirety of season 1. Better than the last one, better than the one I just talked about, better than anything in the beginning. I think this was the best one. Them trying to go get the engineer, obviously. And we see what his goals is and stuff. He's an interesting character. We fuck with him for right now, you know what I'm saying? Also during this, that the Joker's little lab dog is also joined Team 8. And we find out that, Joker and the scientists are working against the white dudes. They're not on their side. Now they have separate goals from the Fire Force and them, obviously. And I can't wait to see what those are the more the story develops. Joker saved him at the end of this arc. I'm gonna talk more about the in-betweens in a second, but he saved him at the end of the arc. And I'm really interested in Joker, honestly. Me and my friend was talking about Fire Force, and I was telling him, we was talking about characters pretty much, and I wanted to know, like, he asked how I felt about Joker, and I can't. He don't got no screen time. You know what I'm saying? He don't got no screen time, so I obviously don't have like a full on opinion with it about Joker, but I think he's interesting, and I can't wait to see more of it. Also, I had to realize I was trying to figure out where that fucking scientist voice actor was from. Cause I'm watching it in dub, by the way. I watch everything in dub. It's Magma, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to my boy Magma. But number 3 guy coming in to kill him. Obviously, when we seen him like make the threat when he pulled up, we knew something was gonna happen, and then Shinra pretty much told him like, yeah, something about to go down. You feel me? So that happened. Like the red hair girl, bro. I paused during that shit. When she let out the flames, I paused during that shit. That shit was a great ass twist, bro. I love that twist. Honestly, that was an amazing twist right there. Cause I was not expecting that shit. I was not expecting the red hair bitch to be a villain. You know what I'm saying? But when I paused it, type shit, right? When I paused it, it's still going through my mind. Cause she could either have A, just awaken her shit and is about to beat some ass, or B, she's a traitor. And it was going through my mind when I paused it. Cause I ended up pausing it on like the perfect time. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was an amazing twist right there. That the red hair girl being a traitor was an amazing twist. And then they were looking for the key to the little factory thing. I think the key is literally just to turn it off. That's what I think it is. I don't know why they want it turned off. I don't know and I don't even know if that's the reason. But I don't know why they would want it turned off as of right now. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's what the purpose is for. I think they want it turned off for some reason. I don't know why. And Shinra gets captured by number 3. Number 3 is someone who has to use smarts. And once Shinra got up, because he beat Shinra the first time because he outsmarted him. But then Shinra came in and was like, it's over for you. It's over for you, bro. You're done. I'm going to talk about the number 8 captain real quick before I move on, though. Well, actually, I'm not even going to move on from this arc. I got something else to talk about. But the number 8 captain, I had very high expectations for it. And I went to my friend. I was like, bro, is he like that? I think, as much as I hate to talk, I don't really want to talk about other anime in this video. I think One Piece has it in my head, like, if I'm not seeing a character fight for such a long time, they're going to be like that. Because I think that's why I was having expectations for the number 8. I think something like that is programmed in my mind right now. But either way, he pretty much told me he didn't have power. So that review in the last arc, it wasn't like any shock to me because I already knew. You know what I'm saying? Technically, I pretty much asked for the spoiler. I just wanted to talk about that real quick. I usually do like high IQ characters. However, I mean, he's had like one, I feel like, really high IQ moment in a fight so far, and that's like in the final arc when they're going to get Sho. So back to the arc I was just talking about though. After he pretty much beats number three's ass, after Shinra gets released by number five cat girl because he was captured in the forest, and goes and beats number three's ass, we got Sho. And I completely understand Sho. Sho does not know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sho does not know Shinra. I completely see him like, I could completely understand why he's like, fuck you mean, brother. At the same time, you gotta look at it from Shinra's perspective. He remembers Sho vividly. He remembers Sho. He was growing up with Sho at least for a little bit. So obviously, their perspectives vary. You know what I'm saying? Sho was way stronger than that man. And I couldn't wait to see if it was a technique or if he was just moving hella fast. It turns out to be a technique that Shinra couldn't deal with. But yeah, the scientist dude ends up coming to save them. And then, you know, Sho's like, yeah, y'all not getting away. Y'all not getting away. And then Joker came in. And this is the last time we seen Joker, I believe. Oh, well, we seen him when they were going to try to find out where the base is actually. But this is the last time Joker and Shinra were even like in close proximity together. And Joker handles Sho. And cracks his fucking he cracked Sho's sword, bro. Joker is like that, bro. This is a moment where you got, like, again, I'm not like, I don't know too much about Joker quite yet, but he was like that for that, bro. Him cracking his sword, he was like that for that. I don't care. He was definitely like that. Just for doing that alone, he was like that for real. But yeah, that little stretch from when they went to go get the engineer to where they escape, my favorite part of season 1 by far. It's not even close. Nothing touches it. And then we go for like an episode training arc. Me personally, I actually like training arcs in anime. I do wish it was kind of longer than that, like a little episode, because I'm pretty sure that's all it was like an episode, maybe 2. But yeah, everyone was pretty much getting upgrades. Maki got her little. We see that Maki gets some weapons. We see that he creates something that the 8 captain could use. And yeah, they got their upgrades, and the other 2 went to go train with the GOAT number 7. You feel me? So that had happened, and then we go off pretty much to the final arc. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much yeah. This is really the final arc of the damn season. So they're going to the Nether type shit now, and I feel like when it comes to the fights of this arc, I really like Maki's fight because we finally get to see her do some hand-to-hand combat. Last time we really see her do anything really fighting-wise was when the glasses dude was having her spar with like Shinra and them. That's what it felt like anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's what it felt like. So seeing her just box people for real and see her use her weapons in combination with that, I love that shit. I love that. Maki is one of my favorite characters. I'm gonna give y'all my top 3 after I'm done talking about this arc. Maki's up there though. You know what I'm saying? She's definitely up there. Arthur's fight, you know what I'm saying? That I like this fight too, because this was against someone he struggled against. We get to see what he learned, what he actually learned, because we know what Shinra learned during the training arc. You know what I'm saying? He learned how to pretty much fly faster, honestly, and make his flames not as fucking huge and like tighten his flames. That's what they said. He learned how to tighten his flames, and we seen that what Arthur actually learned. You know what I'm saying? Or like how he used what they were telling, because we heard them say all that shit, but I don't think it was really in our minds. At least it wasn't really in my mind, you know what I'm saying, when we're actually watching it. Like, hey, this might be useful for something. But it was useful for this. Number 2 versus Archer guy, or the Archer girl versus Glasses guy, okay? I don't know his fucking name. But Glasses guy, I thought Glasses guy would die. I actually thought he might have died. I was wrong. I was obviously very fucking wrong, alright? Did end up getting the W, and then almost getting attacked, and that's when Arthur showed up, or well, he brung Arthur down there. But that fight was okay. The cat lady. Well, let me talk about Arthur fight first. It was a good fight. It was, again, it was just to see what Arthur learned, and I enjoyed that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the cat lady, she's so trash. I'm sorry, she's so trash. Look, I don't mind some fan service, bro. I don't mind that shit. Shit, sometimes I appreciate it. Maybe, may just be, but during these fights, bro, stop it. Why are we doing it? Dude, don't do this shit during the fights. This is for after the fights. You know what I'm saying? That's where you can do this little fan service shit with her. Uh, that shit kept happening earlier in, like, when Shinra was fighting that one dude. You know what I'm saying? And I was told that this little gimmick don't go away. It is what it is. It is what it is. The prayer lady, don't really. She is what she is. I don't really care about her. You know what I'm saying? She exists, I guess. You feel me? She exists, I guess. Right, and then so, like, probably my third favorite fight of this whole thing, the final arc, that is, of the final arc, was the 8 captain versus, honestly, really the red hair bitch, because number 3 really kind of just dipped. But him placing the extinguishers and having them be explosives type shit is fire. Again, I'm someone who really loves high IQ level shit. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to fights and shit. Now, I don't need it all the time, but I do. When I see it, I'm typically a fan. You know what I'm saying? And I consider me a fan of that. I do want to see him do some, like, even higher level IQ shit than that, though. I want him to do more than that. That might just be me, though. As a captain, I want to see him getting his bag. I want to see the captain getting his fucking bag. This is obviously just this shit. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is one of those series where it's kind of the Shinra show. Now, the other captain, or at least for his team, it's really him and Arthur, kind of, who get a lot of the screen time. Although, Maki should be getting more screen time, but that's not the point. It's really Shinra and Arthur get most of the screen time and do most of the heavy lifting. But now we get to Shinra versus Sho, the best fight. Or like the second best fight, because I like Maki's fight more, but the only difference is Maki's fight was way shorter. That's it. But like this was a good ass fight, and again, seeing from their perspectives, I understand from both perspectives, and shit, and I agree with what Sho was saying. Like, just cause we're blood, like, you like me just because we blood, that don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? We don't know each other. And that is facts. Just because just because they blood don't mean nothing in the eyes of Sho. And in some cases, for people, that should be true in my eyes. But yeah, that's in his eyes, just because we're blood don't mean shit. Now, in Shinra's eyes, obviously, he views him as more than just blood, because he knew him. You know what I'm saying? He bonded with him. So it's different in Shinra's eyes. But Shinra impressed. You know what I'm saying? Shinra really impressed. I feel like this was like the first really, really serious fight he's really been in. You know what I'm saying? He's been in serious fights, but this was like definitely the most serious fight he's been in. Because honestly, I don't even know if there's been that much blood prior to this. Because this was a moment where Shinra was coughing out blood, and he was pushed to his absolute fucking limit. I do love the burnout thing. However, it's typically not something that's really affected any fights quite yet. Not yet is what I'm gonna say. This fight, it kind of did, but like, no, it didn't. You know what I'm saying? It was a risk of burning out. Shinra didn't quite burn out. But Shinra moving faster than the speed of light, breaking apart and coming back together, that shit was fire. That shit was fire. And the little black hole shit, bro. I want that shit to happen low key. That just low key. I want him to do that shit to the opponent. That shit would be fire. Imagine him being able to have that shit under control and do that shit to the opponent. You know what I'm saying? That shit would be fire. Creating a black hole type shit. Come on now. But yeah, it was a solid fight. It wasn't like nothing crazy, but it was alright. You know what I'm saying? It was alright. Sho, and the thing is, Sho couldn't kill him because they needed him. That's how they seen it. They needed him. So he was using the back of his blade, and then he starts to get Shinra's memories, and they're feathered up now, And then there's a sword put through Shinra. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Shinra tries to reassure him, like, hey, yo, bro, it's not your fault. Because they finally, shows finally come to realize, like, that they're brothers type shit. And I don't even know. But he I don't know where I'm going with this, but he finally recognizes him as a brother for right now. You know what I'm saying? Until that one bitch did something. I don't know what she did. I don't know if she just erased his memories or something. Because the thing is, last time they took him when he was a baby. So it's entirely possible that he just gets tied up or something. Like, yeah, bro, you're not leaving. Boo fucking who. I don't know who. Or it could be some sort of mind control. She said it does something to, like, your nerves or something like that. But again, I don't know what it's doing specifically to him. But they do end up getting out of there, and Shinra ends up getting healed and finding out that the demon is his mom. You know what I'm saying? From the number one captain. Him and the number one captain hashed out a little bit after he was healed. He was out for 3 days, ate with the captain from the number one agency. And yeah, they fought a little bit. I think, honestly, bro, I really want to see Shinra have to put his mom down. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it could be a very emotional moment. It could really be an emotional ass moment. Him really not wanting to, him hesitating, but him realizing he can't save her. It will be emotional. I probably will be tears. I'm not the biggest cry in the world, but I do cry. I do cry. And that's something that can make me cry. If you do it right. If you do it right, that's something that can make me cry. Shinra just struggling to kill his mom and shit, you know. It's something that can make me tear up a little bit. And at the end of the day, I think he will have to kill her if she is still alive, that is. Because she may as well already be dead. But if she is still alive, typically you put Infernos to rest because they're suffering, you know what I'm saying? So Shinra might be like, you're suffering and we can't save you. I gotta push you out. And just somehow make it emotional. Like, I'm telling you, if it's done right, bro, you could really make that shit emotional. You can make that shit emotional as fuck for the viewer. you really can. I'm telling y'all. I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's gonna happen. I don't even know if she's still alive or not, because he's seen her in that little link pass shit with show. But it's entirely possible. You know what I'm saying? It's entirely possible. But yeah, this my thoughts on season 1 of Fire Force. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new to this channel. I post 3 times a week anime content, Monday, Wednesday, Saturdays, and peace out.